Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Terrible Towel Tuesday. I am your host, SimFBallCritic, and let's get right into it, guys. My goal right now is to do these Terrible Towel Tuesdays in 10 minutes or less, so I can't waste any time. Let's jump right into it. Now, a real quick overview, guys. Steelers played a pretty good game against the New York Giants on offense and defense. We came together collectively. It was a nice team win. How long has it been since I've been able to say that? There were some inconsistencies, yes, but overall, we played a nice, solid football game against a nice, solid football team. No doubt about that. Against Cleveland, against the Colts, no disrespect to those teams, but come on, the Colts without Andrew Luck, the Cleveland Browns being winless, really not teams that you can really build off of. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really gauge where we are, even though it seems to be that they were stepping stones, because we came out and played very well against the New York Giants. All right, guys, now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to read off my notes, guys, so you can see the things that I'm notating during the game, so you can see my thought process, spend a little time on each point, and then we'll be out of here. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Now, first and foremost, the first drive of the game, huge drop by Jesse James. We can't do that. Come on, Jesse, I need you to catch the ball. It was 3rd and 1, situational football, wide open, drop, kills the drive. Now, what I do like, Big Ben even said this himself. He likes to come back to guys after they've had a drop, so you don't want them to get down on themselves. So it was great to see that he came right back to Jesse James later on, got him back in the game. Great to see that. He made a couple good catches, a nice conversion later on in the game. So, you know, I'm not going to beat him up too much about it, but we just can't have that. We can't have that. Also, I see another point that I did notate, skipping down on my list a little bit. There was just too many drops, period. You know, Bell had a drop. Jesse James had a drop. Ladarius Green dropped a couple. Same thing with Ladarius Green. You know, Ben came back to him later as well. So it's good to see that. But we can't have these wide open drops, man. You can't have things that kill your drive. Now, defensively, we did a wonderful job, in my opinion, on the first defensive possession. Got off the field. And overall, we did a great job on 3rd downs and even 4th down in some situations, which is something that we haven't done all year. Thinking back to the Cleveland game, these guys converted 5 4th downs. Come on. And 3rd and longs. I mean, I even remember, if I'm not mistaken, even in the New England game, I think we had them in like a 3rd and 19, and they pick up 20 yards. We have done that, given up that too much early in the season, so it was good to see against a good team like the Giants with weapons, we were able to stay off the field, or get off the field, so to speak, in 3rd down situations and also 4th down situations. All right, now, here's another thing. Offensive penalties are killing us. Okay, we won the game, I understand that, but it's not acceptable. We can't have these penalties. These guys have to get into being disciplined, get back into that. This year, I hate to say it, it's been David DeCastro. David DeCastro has been responsible for way too many penalties. Now, I love David DeCastro, love him on the team. I'm not ready to get rid of him or anything like that, but it seemed like it's his turn, because you remember when it used to be Marcus Gilbert, used to be the guy that was always getting called for something. Now it seems to be David DeCastro. Come on, DeCastro, we need you to get that together. Now, some people are saying lack of discipline, and they want to blame the coach. Me personally, discipline is individual. That's on you. That's on you. You can't blame that on the coach. The coach puts you in position, you have to execute. That's just my feelings on that. And then also David Johnson had a holding that killed us as well. Overall, too many penalties. We have to be more disciplined, because if we continue, let's say we get hot and we continue to win and get into the playoffs, these penalties, we're not going to be able to overcome them against great teams. It's just not going to happen. They make you pay for it. So we got to clean that up. All right, the safety. That was great. It was great to see James Harrison still being a force. It's funny, man, because Tunch Elkin even said earlier that him against Flowers was going to be the matchup to watch for. And lo and behold, it was James Harrison and Flowers holding him, which created the safety. And those 2 points was key, because I knew right then, I said, don't be surprised if Tomlin continues to go for 2-point conversions now that we got 2 points in the bank. And I'm not that mad at it, because that is the Steelers' personality. Now, if you don't like 2-point conversions, I agree with that. Maybe you disagree with Tomlin. I give you that. But I've just accepted it. Apparently, that's what we like to do. It has worked for us in the past. And it seems like we're always going to be aggressive in that nature. And whether I agree or disagree, I have to accept it. I'm not going to keep acting surprised every single time we don't get a 2-point conversion. This is what the Steelers do. They like to do that. So it is what it is. But I knew we were going to do that after getting 2 points in the bank. I already knew that was coming. Now, Ladarius Green and Big Ben. I'm telling you, man, this is what we all hoped to see when we acquired this guy. You know, unfortunately, he had the injury, no preseason, no real training camp. But now he's finding his way a little bit. And this is just the surface. Just wait until they're able to get on that same page like excuse the phone guys ringing. But imagine when they get on the same page like, you know, Heath Miller and Big Ben. Remember that connection? That's going to be phenomenal when that day happens, if it ever happens. But looking at where they're at right now, they're already you can see where this guy is going to open up the field, you know, so safeties can't sit over the top anymore. And Antonio Brown is able to work underneath, or Eli Rogers or whoever else will be, you know, stepping up opposite of Antonio Brown. You're already seeing what Ladarius Green can do. Just wait until he gets fully comfortable. Very interesting, man. That's going to be something to see. Antonio Brown. I mean, this guy. What else can I say? His toe tap is one of the best I've ever seen. I'm sure there's other guys. Like, I know Chris Carter was amazing with that, and I'm missing plenty of guys, but the way Antonio Brown, it's like he automatically taps the other foot with the catch. You know, it's very rare that you see him have to actually drag it. It's almost like it's embedded in his mind. When I come down, both feet are going to come down. One, I can come down fully. The other one is going to be a toe. That sideline catch, it was only for 13 yards, but the ability to do that. I mean, Antonio Brown, man, is just, I've never seen a receiver. Well, there have been some, but to me, he has the best eye and hand and body coordination that I've seen on a receiver. It's ridiculous. Even in the touchdown. I mean, the concentration to go get the ball, but then after he brings it in, he looks down and he makes sure his elbow touches inbound. This dude is crazy. But what type of confidence do you have to have in a receiver? Because in my opinion, looking at that play, I'm like, run, run, run. I'm telling Ben, run. The first down is right there and you have a blocker. But he throws it. Even though Jenkins had great coverage, Ben put it in a spot where only he could get it, and he got it. But you got to have crazy trust to do that, knowing that your receiver is going to go get it. That's just phenomenal, man. It's AB. Nothing really surprises me. James Harrison again, man, coming up big all the time. I mean, he gets a sack, you know, 3 and outs on the Giants, you know, again, on the first possession. James Harrison was a big part of that. And I'm telling you, man, the defense has really changed since Artie Burns have been starting in the base as well as James Harrison. The defense is starting to make a shift right now. Guys are playing out of their minds. I mean, I'm telling you, we'll see. I really don't think that we're that team yet, but we'll see. Also, Le'Veon Bell, he fumbles the ball. Now, I love Bell. I love Le'Veon to death, man, but I'm just wondering what's happening like this year, because he used to be the guy that never fumbled. Y'all remember that? But if I'm not mistaken, he's fumbled 4 times this year. He's only lost 1 away, so that's not that bad. But we need to figure out what's going on there, man. You need to get back to the basics, you know, and you can't be too mad because of the production that he gives you. 3 100-yard rushing performances. Who can argue with that? You know, and they said we hadn't done that since Willie Parker. I think Willie Parker had 4. But also, you know, against the Giants, I got to give the O-line credit there. We opened up a lot of holes. He rushes for 100 yards against the Giants, which they hadn't given up a 100-yard rusher all year. Phenomenal work right there. But we got to find a way for you to hold that ball, man. We can't have you coughing it up. Ryan Shazier, again, man, just being all over the field. Like I said, he may not make the biggest splash plays every week, but he is that constant guy that now you're seeing it when he's healthy. When he is healthy, he is a problem. Ryan Shazier is a problem. If you watch that whole game, and then the veteran Lawrence Timmons with the pick. Beautiful defense right there, man. I mean, just effort. Going up to get it, because Eli threw it up kind of high. Some people may not have gotten it, but to go up and get it and still show a little bit of wheels himself. You know, he's not fast. He even said it himself. Hey, I'm 30. But listen, great play by him. It was great to see him running down the field. I thought he was going to go for a moment, but he didn't. But it is what it is. And Sean Davis. Sean Davis is playing out of his mind. That's another change. Artie Burns is starting. Sean Davis is starting now. And then with Harrison, that defense has really come to life. Mike Mitchell is playing a lot better. I mean, he's playing more like an enforcer in the middle. Defense is looking good right now, but we'll see. I'm still not all the way sold. We'll see, guys. But outside of that, man, defense just coming up big again, like I said, on fourth down situations, which we haven't done all year. It's great to see that kind of stuff. It's good to see us playing better, man. And that's pretty much all I got, man. You know, like I said, Ladarius Green and Shazier and all of these guys, Timmons and Sean Davis, all these guys stepping up. Bell, and of course Ben being Ben, AB being AB. Artie Burns too, playing good football, man. Like I said, he may not have the big splash plays every week, but he's playing good football. Cockrell as well. Now, was that pass interference, guys? Y'all tell me. I think it could have went either way. I may not have called anything, but to the naked eye, I may have called interference on Cockrell when it looked like he did hold Beckham a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know. It looked like Beckham did push off, but Cockrell initiated it. So that's a tricky one. But y'all tell me in the comments, man. So I think I've done it, guys. I think I've gotten under 10 minutes. So we're going to end it there. Great game. We're going to have to be careful going into Buffalo. Rushing offense. They are a rushing offense. Will we be able to maintain stopping the run like we've done the last 3 weeks? We'll see. But that's all I got for you guys. When you see the screaming face, make sure you hit that sub button. Come on and sub to the channel for more content. And I promise, guys, it will never hurt you to hit the like button. All right, until next time, here we go. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace.